Hey guys, it's Archon. Welcome to Inferno Friday. This week I think was another good week for Diablo. Some people might even say the best week. If you guys haven't caught up on the news yet, don't worry. I'm about to catch you up. Last week we had an anniversary buff that doubled the drop chance of legendaries as well as rift fragments. Well, a lot of players liked the double legendary drops. They felt like the game was a lot more fun, and they took to the forums to tell the devs. Well, the CMs listened. Grimiku made a post saying, hey, who would like to keep getting double legendaries? And the players were pretty much like, yeah, all of us. We'd all like twice as many legendaries. And so, only a couple days after that, they said, fine. Double legendaries for everyone, forever. And so it was. And now you guys have that same double legendary drop chance you had during the anniversary week forever. And personally, I think it was a pretty good decision for two reasons. The first reason, because people are getting a little bored of the game, waiting for 2.1 to come out. I think all of us very excited for 2.1, but a lot of us are getting burnt out and bored, and getting twice as many legendaries makes the game a little bit more fun. So it's a good way to get people back into the game, or get people to keep playing the game until that next first content patch comes out. And the other reason I think is because this is just really good for casual players. If you're a serious player, you're playing every day for 4 to 12 hours a day, then you probably already have all the items you want, and you've probably already gotten multiple of most of them, and right now you're just trying to min-max the stats on each piece of gear. Honestly, you'd probably start another class by now, unless you're some crazy person like Kripparrian that just never gets burnt out of doing the same thing over and over again. But for casual players that are only putting in a handful of hours a week, they still haven't gotten those items they want. They're still trying to get that perfect set of gear, and they might only have a handful of the legendaries they need for that build. Some people only have one or two, and for all those casual players, this drop chance I think is going to make the game feel a lot better. You'll actually see progression on your character even if you're only putting in a few hours a week. And let's be honest, the majority of Diablo players are casual. I mean, the majority of Blizzard game players in general are casual because most people in the world are casual gamers, and if you're a big company, you should go after the biggest group. Most people have lives, unlike some of us that just play games all day. But for those of you that have lives, this buff is going to be awesome, and so I think it's a good improvement to the game, and I don't see many people complaining. I mean, when it comes down to it, I imagine the devs were like, well, is anyone going to be upset that we doubled the legendary drop chance? No. No one's upset. Well, let's be honest. It's the forums. Someone's upset. But overall, I think it was a good change. I think it'll be a nice improvement for the game, keep people in, and people playing seriously are just going to get geared way too fast now. But not to worry. Seasons are just around the corner. 2.1 should be going into PTR any day now. But that was the most exciting thing this week. I still have a few other things to show you. If you guys aren't sure what's coming in patch 2.1, there was someone on Diablo Fans, Angst, put together a list of all the things that they've announced or have hinted at for 2.1. So this is not comprehensive. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of changes other than this that are also going in, but also some of these changes might not make it in. These are just things that devs have talked about. And he did a pretty good job of explaining what's definitely going in and what they've been talking about putting in. But it was just nice to have everything that should be going into 2.1 in one place. And I thought you guys would enjoy looking through that. So there's a link below in the description. Also on that same Diablo Fans post is this week's build of the week from Nevelistus for Theorycraft Thursday, of course, which was yesterday. And this one was the Electro Stun God Wizard. Mostly just doing a lot of electrocute damage, stunning a lot. Nothing too new. Stun electrocute wizards have been popular since beta, but some good insight on electro stun wizards if you're interested. And that was all I had to show you as far as news this week. There was one very funny video that I would like to show for the Archon Recommends section. That was this unnecessary censorship of Diablo 3. If you guys haven't seen these, this is a channel that does them exclusively, but they're all over YouTube. Basically, they just show clips from shows, or in this case, games, and they bleep out certain words that aren't actually swear words, but it makes them sound like they are when they're bleeped out. So it's hilarious. If you're not going to get offended by hearing some bleeped out swear words, check it out. It's linked below. You got to watch it. One of the better Archon Recommends, I promise you. Well, that's it for this week. I hope you guys will check out West March Workshop Episode 8. Just came out 2 days ago. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that subscribe button, and I'll have another one for you soon.